A new NFL record holder for passing yards in a season. It's the Panthers and the Cardinals under the lights on Thursday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introductions. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. And a very Merry Christmas to you and yours on this special day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And I know both of us kind of feel the same way. If you're not going to be home with your family, celebrating with the ones you love, this is a pretty good second place. I think when you find out you're going to be not only calling or playing the only game in town, national holiday, everyone's home with their families watching you, in our case, listening to us, it's a pretty special.
We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. Time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go, here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be third down and short. One of the tight ends in motion right. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They motion the slot man left. Now this time they'll look to throw. He gets there to his big target, Trey McBride. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now they'll set up to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A run now on 2nd down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. McBride is the motion man. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Panthers have it. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They're led out by their rookie new quarterback this season out of LSU.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the number one goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He connects with Jordan Addison. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Now, faking the give. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Carolina. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point is good. Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Out of the gun, he'll throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 7.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Cardinals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. Here's 2nd and 6. This one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards with 2 weeks to play. Looking to finish strong and capture the crown. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 25-yard line.
And he finds his tight end fire move. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. Here's the punter now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Cards offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will start on the ground, and they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Panthers offense and Jordan Addison getting ready to get back on the field. And as the weeks start to dwindle away here in the regular season, he's currently #1 in the league in receptions. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, he'll set up to throw to the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Really impressive job by the quarterback to stay in there. He knew that hit was coming in the pocket, but he held it just long enough to let his receiver win versus man coverage and deliver that ball on target. Any quarterback in the league, Mike, at this level can operate when things are clean. But when you have guys bearing down on you, can you hold it a little bit longer? Because if not, the timing of the play just doesn't work out.
And 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Slot receiver headed right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Dell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to run it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown number 9 for the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry in the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Cardinals will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Panthers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense. And their running back set to go once more. 1st and 10 now from the 36. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this drive is going backward. Taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3 and out.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Cardinals offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The Panthers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. On comes the punter now, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. To the outside, he's got Harrison. Talk about a volume receiver. That's his 90th catch of the season, and he gives his team a 1st down. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. McBride is the motion man. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie this game up here late in the first half. So the late field goal brings us level. Final few seconds before halftime as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some very intriguing games in that early window, highlighted by the one going on at the Superdome. A big test for the Saints as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Then later, they'll let the sun die down a bit in Tampa. A late start here in Florida, where it'll be the Buccaneers taking on the Detroit Lions. And one more to highlight, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that screen slow to development. They rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. Back to the ground after the penalty. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. They'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Freiermuth. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Back to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. It's good for a Panther first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. Now here's second and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
He'll drop to throw. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge. Drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And he'll get this only down to the 6-yard line. So for the moment, the defense with the stop as we get to fourth down. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. That one is complete to McBride. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
First and 10. Back to the air one more time. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll look to throw yet again. That's into the hands of Dell. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 78 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 3.
He's got Freiermuth open on the left side.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and Marvin Harrison Jr. getting set for their next drive. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side finds Dell. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Going to try to pick up the 1st down with his own read. And he didn't need much. I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one. The Cardinals line up for a punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Fourth quarter coming up here on Christmas night. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Exploit them here on this drive.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. To the left side here, caught by Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10.
Now a handoff running right. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Right back to him on 1st down. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. 3rd and a yard. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk?
A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
A try here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago. Up the middle they go. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.